And good morning, people. Welcome back to the Legend of Dragoon. We are back in the Evergreen Forest. I've gone most of the way through, just to the bits we haven't seen, because we've seen the enemies. There is a new one called a Dark Elf, which is not much. It's darkness based. It's an elf. It got confused when I faced it from Shana, and then proceeded to knock itself out. So yeah, that happened. Anyways, we are in chapter 3. Chapter 3 is quite a bit different to 1 and 2. We're going to find out how. Not exactly going to say right now, but it's very different. But we are on the way to the capital of Mille Seseau. It is called Leningrad. So let's get on our way. It's not really that far, Rose. An important errand. We've only just got here. Not that you're going to tell us what it is either, are you? She is. Meru, why did you back away? Why are you backing away? Really? Oh, okay, that's perfectly fine. Family, go ahead, go say hi to your family. See you soon, Meru. So, just down to the 5 of us. Kongol isn't exactly walking around because he's absolutely massive, but we just need to pick up a new party because, yeah, Meru was in my party. Yeah, that'll do. We're not going to be taking on too many fights. At least not yet. Maybe one on the way here? No, not even that. The Crystal Palace in Leningrad. That's certainly a crystal. Also, you look really, really cold. Everyone else is dressed appropriately. You might want to get a coat. This is normally the point where I say I'm going to go around looking for Stardust, but there's no Stardust in this town. Yeah, it's a capital city and there are absolutely zero Stardust in this place. Tomahawk, yes please. Spear of Terror, sure. Diamond Claw, sure. It gives you a whole bunch of defense, but drops your magic defense even more. Honestly, I don't think this is worth it because his defense is already so high. It's already at 61. And I'd rather take as much magic defense as he can have. The Master's Vest, on the other hand, yeah. And the Soul Headband. Yeah, the Diamond Claw and the Soul Headband are the two items you can get from Garrick and Meppy. So we can still get them, we just have to buy them instead. Jeweled Crown we don't need, we've already got 2. Stardust Boots don't really add to anything, so yeah. Yeah, and the Armour of Legend. The Armour of Legend is pretty much the counterpart to the Legend Casque. 10,000 gold. Greatly reduces damage from physical attacks. It is literally the most powerful armour in the game. I'm pretty certain this only confers physical defense though, and 50% immunity to statuses that are dealt by physical attacks. It doesn't give any extra evasion. Not that it needs it because defense is so high, but yeah, that's the Armour of Legend. The Legend Casque is a little bit better because it confers magical evasion as well as magical attack and a whole bunch of magical defense. And magic, as we've seen in this game, is a whole lot more powerful than physicals. So maybe, but probably won't be buying one of those. Item wise, Healing Fogs, standard things now. I will buy one more. 4 and 2? Yeah, that seems about right. The normal Sun Rhapsodies, Angel Prayers, Depetrifiers, Mind Purifiers, Body Purifiers, and some Thunder based attacks. Nothing there you really want. Well, you might want the Thunderbolts, the Thunder attacks, but they're not as good as, let's say, the other the other elements, because there's no way to hit any weaknesses because of it. I believe this is the inn, or is this the... No, this is the clinic. Over there's the church. That's a normal house. The inn is just here. Which isn't really too important right now. Just normal house, I think this one is. Yeah. Stranger save point is here, and a locked door. Pretty sure we can't go up to the palace because there's a ceremony going on. So the place we need to go to is actually the church. Let them complete their ceremony and we will go and continue to look around. We're looking for the divine moon object, but any other information is interesting, such as Bishop Deal obviously giving us some information right now about a divine tree and the last fruit. Signets created by the ancient Winglies. Okay, we're interested. When the signet is broken, the end of the world approaches. Just like the last fruit, we humans are one of the fruits of life given by the divine tree. I believe humans are 106th, and Winglies were the 107th, I believe it was stated. For the end of the world to be a mere legend, we must remove evil from our hearts and live in honesty. It is our mission as children of the divine tree. That doesn't stop a fruit from being born, but faith is a strange thing sometimes. Yeah, first time we've been told about the divine tree in this game. Well, except for the fruits. Is it? I'm pretty sure. Oh, this has been stated before about the divine tree, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Who knows? But we're just about to find out about it. Welcome. Well, I say welcome. No, we're the ones that are being welcomed. Hello, Bishop Deal. Nobody has seen the real tree. Yes. Let's have a bit of information about it.
The divine tree is the tree of life. All life comes from this divine tree. In the beginning, nothingness filled the world. Then the Creator Soa descended from the sky. And his followers created the world. In the end, Soa sowed a seed on the earth. The seed soon grew to be a great tree. The great tree bore 108 fruits, and various life forms arose from the ripened fruits. Thus, 108 forms of life were created to fill the world with life. The divine tree completed its role, but the story says it is still protected by the signet of Soa.
Didn't I say that 108 comes up a lot in games? Well, there it is again. 108 days, the black monster appears. 108 forms of life born by the great tree. Humans being 106th, Winglies being 107th. When the last fruit descends, the end of the world happens. It's not that far away. There's one fruit left. The National Library. Suddenly you've got Albert very interested. Well, probably not. Problem was, well, the library was shut. That locked door was the library. So we need to go and figure out where the library person is. He's right here. Librarian Ute. Yeah, sure, Hashel, we'll go with that. No we can't, because you've got the key. Yeah, gathering information is just one of our ways. A dragon in Serdio and in Tiberia. He's got the cooperation of Winglies, of a human emperor. Albert's got a lot of unknowns. Who knows what he's going to bring out in this particular... Did I say Albert? Lloyd's got a whole lot of unknowns. Any information that we can get at is great, because we don't know what Lloyd is going to bring out of the woodworks to bar our path here in Mille Seseau. Welcome to the library. Albert, calm. When you think about it, our team outside of Albert, including Rose and Meru, because they're not with us at this particular moment, isn't exactly scholarly. Dart? No. Hashel? He'd rather hit things. Kongal? No. Shana might be the closest one to Albert, and that gulf is still very large between them in terms of wanting to find out about things. So we are going to be very, very out of place in this library. was started by the Dragoon spirit that was brought by Lloyd. Maybe. Would she? She tends to be a little bit quiet about things from the past, if you haven't noticed, Shana. So, let's go talk to people about Winglies. Pictures are good. Winglies are people with wings of light that employ magical power. They had their glory 11,000 years ago and had enormous magical power that could float entire colossal cities. Yeah, that's a lot of power. They became extinct after the war with humans who were seeking their liberation. About that, we've already seen one. Plus, Dragoons are meant to be only a legend. Doesn't necessarily tell the truth. We don't know how many more Winglies are out there, how many of them are wanting to get in our way. Lloyd seems to have the ear of them. Well, at least one of them at that point, but that might have been through Linus's perceived admiration of Lloyd. How about you, Shana? Found anything? About the divine moon objects. But they are just divine objects from a legend to begin with. There are no details. After the Dragon campaign, humans controlled the continent of Endiness and divided the continent into 4 and established 3 new countries. East, Serbia, South, Tiberia, and North, Mille Seseau. To the west of the continent, the untouched land, the Death Frontier. Why split it into 4 and only use 3? They received these objects from the Winglies, so that sort of says that Winglies survived the Dragon campaign. That's at least how I see it. Let's go up and speak to Hashel. Ah, the Dragoons. From legend? Well, there's not much talk about us at the moment because our stories are still in progress. We're the first new Dragoons to come along since that time. Maybe Dragoons are to be called when history requires them. Twice? It wouldn't. That sounds like way too few to have that happen. Seems to be dragged along by his fate. Is Lloyd the pivot point of something? After they fulfilled their roles, they vanished with the Dragoon spirits, as if it were some unavoidable fate. Well, we've seen that cutscene. We know roughly what happened to all of them. Politics, Albert, can we do something a little bit for more than brush up on your future negotiations with the country? Dragons are the second most powerful of all 107 creatures given life by the Dragoon tree. Their attacks and life power overwhelm others. Only the second strongest. They created a balance. Soa created a balance by reducing the dragon's intelligence. So, therefore, they could be controlled by humans with the wisdom. They had fierce battles against Virage, who were manipulated by Winglies and couldn't avoid being annihilated. Yet we've seen two dragons. Yeah, by Graham and Lennis. Led to the Dragon campaign. Have you got some information for us, Ute? We are. That seems to be one of the crux points of our entire investigation at the moment. Winglies, Divine Moon objects, dragons, dragoons, all something to do with the Dragon campaign. And it happens to be your specialty. Let's hear it.
There were 7 Dragoon warriors in the legend of the Dragon campaign. Dragoons, reputed to be the incarnation of dragons. With dragons at their side, the Dragoons fought boldly. However, in the age when the legend was reality, the Winglies dominated all, even the gods. The gods answered to dictator Melbu Frama's prayers and granted him ultimate power. But the power was abused. The earth of Saint Imperial Gloriano was scorched by the gods' fire and became ashen. The anger and sadness of the people was fuel for the Dragoons' cause. And at last they freed the gods. Without the gods' power, the Winglies perished, and our age, the human age, began. Thereafter, the gods floated in the sky. For 11,000 years, they have been looking over the world as the moon that never sets.
So the story of the moon that never sets is that it's the gods that were freed by the Dragoons and ultimately caused the Winglies to perish. The reference room. Are there more books? No. But historical material, yeah. There's objects up there. Something left by the black monster that brought an inferno down on this country. Yes, we definitely want to go and see it. Considering the black monster seems to be very linked to the Dragon campaign, or at least the immediate aftermath of the Dragon campaign as well. He is Zute. So next time, let's have a look around the reference room. There's a lot of stuff up here, isn't there? Until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.